Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Excuse me. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Aquarius, November 1st to the 15th, 2021, Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Excuse me. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have Strength, which is Leo energy. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. And we have the Fool. So if we have Leo or Gemini in our natal chart, that's going to be coming through very powerfully at our root, and that's going to be the part of our personality that's really kind of steering the ship during this time. There's also a sense of us moving into the unknown, being able to say, but this is what I need to do, this is what I want to do, this is a powerful purpose and destination for me, and this is so intrinsically important to who I am and what I am developing into. Then we have the Seven of Water. Now the Seven of Water, the Seven of Water is our dreams, it is our wishes, but it's also, I almost see this as like kind of like an aerial view of, here, and we'll get into it a little bit more deeply, an aerial view of the way that we're going, like where the rivers are leading to, or where the water is coming from, the passion, the desire, the understanding. And I really like that. That's the first time I've ever really seen this card quite like this. And then we have the Seven of Fire. Okay, so the repeat of the number 7 in our inner selves. Guys, we cannot lie to ourselves. We cannot lie during this time. Not like those little, kind of harmless lies that say like, oh, do you like the color I got my nails painted? And you go, oh yeah, it's great, because they can't change it and it's expensive. So saying, yeah, I like it is better than saying, oh my gosh, what did you do? Type of thing. So here with the repeat of the number 7 coming in, if we lie about something, all right, that's kind of, it's bigger than those little, kind of white lies that people tell, right? But it's going to be not necessarily a really big lie. We're going to be called out. Even if the person standing next to us has just told the tallest tale, we're going to look at it and be like, well, what about that person? And they're going to say, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you, Aquarius, which is absolutely going to boil our blood. So do be mindful about this. The Seven of Fire is telling us that we're going to be more than willing to get into an argument with that person. We're going to be more than willing to, kind of say, I'm defending what I need, what I want. And we're so used to being in warrior mode, in defense mode, that stepping back might actually seem odd. It might seem like we're not doing something right. But here we have to step back. The Three of Cups, for me, the Three of Cups is always this person that raised their cup to us, that was supposed to celebrate us but couldn't. And it's harmful, it's hurtful, yes, but it's also going to be showing us, the people that we can count on, the people that are there. But these wounds come up. It's like, well, wasn't I good enough? Like, what did I do wrong? That's how we internalized it. It could have been a parent or a guardian that couldn't love us as a child. It could be a lover that we had that always put us down, or that was just cold or distant, or spoke cruelly to us. And we've internalized it and said, well, what did I do wrong? How could I fix it? And Spirit's saying here, you couldn't have fixed it. This was part of the journey. And it's not a fair journey, of course, but it is part of the journey. In the Six of Pentacles, it's like, I need things to be balanced. Then we have the Nine of Swords. We get way too much in our own heads, and it comes through in the public arena. There's mental conflict. It's like, I'm overthinking, I'm overanalyzing. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles coming through, which is luck is on our side. And when we have the Lovers coming through again, so we have the Lovers at our root, and then we have the Lovers again in the public arena. We're going to be driven by our passion, by what we love, but we're also going to be driven by, I want you to love me. I want people to think well of me. And we could want that so much, Aquarius, that it actually is harmful to us. It actually keeps us from being the person that we want to be, from moving forward in the way that our hearts, our souls need to move forward. Our energy to be mindful of during this time, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, is the Queen of Pentacles. So these are people whose energy vibrations are just out of whack with our energy vibrations. There's also going to be a sense of, I need to be grounded to it. It needs to be heavy. It needs to be of substance. I want to see the substantialness of it all. And we're going to be more of a, ethereal, that air quality to us comes through. So just being aware of that is going to be super important during this time, that their goals and our goals are going to be quite different. This Queen of Pentacles way of seeing things, but the energy vibration is just off. They're going to be embracing things one way, and we're going to be embracing it the other way. And our sentimentality is going to be, oh, I'm wrong, because we have that insecurity at our heart. It's going to be, oh, I'm wrong. Like, I'm doing this wrong. I can't believe I'm not moving forward the right way, or I'm not going after things the right way. And Spirit's saying, like, step back. Your path is your path, and their path is their path. Everybody doesn't have to walk the same road, though we tend to think right now that everybody does. It makes life better if everybody has a uniqueness, everybody has a difference to them. It just makes the world a little bit richer. Let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Now we have inspiration. This is the sacral chakra, and we're going to find that we are inspired during this time. Our creativity is going to come through. Our sensuality is going to come through. A sense of acceptance and, coming together within our body, like claiming us. That's going to be really important. It's like, this is my body. This is the vessel that moves me forward. I love me. Even if, I have to lose, 5 pounds, or even if I look in the mirror and think, ooh, that should be fixed. We have to stop with ourselves, and we have to say, I love you. I love you because you hold my soul. I love you because you are my body, and I get to love myself. And that becomes a very passionate, very inspiring thing for us. There's also the sense of creativity coming forward. There's a sense of, stepping into what we want to create within our world, what we need, what we desire. And it leads us to this place of strength. It leads us to this place of looking at the storm. And when the sacral chakra comes up, it's also looking at our past life and this life dramas that we hold on to, that we kind of put in a chest deep inside of ourselves and say, okay, I'm just going to hold on to this because I don't need to look at it right now. I'll look at it one day, I'll deal with it one day. And it's not hurting me, right? I've kind of dealt with it. But what Spirit is saying here is that we locked onto it. We held it in ourselves. We hold it in ourselves. And it's a bit of toxicity that needs to come out. It's like it needs to be released. And as we release it, we start to see ourselves being free, being strong, being, positive, being determined, and also moving towards our goals, our desires in life, the place that we want to be within ourselves. We're finding that strength is not the big muscles, and the And the powerhouse, what strength is the ability to still be kind in a world that can make it astoundingly hard. It is the ability to love after we've had our hearts broken, is the ability to trust after we've had our trust shattered, and the ability to pick up pieces and say, I'm not destroyed. And that's really what strength is. That's how spirit sees strength. And it moves us to love. It moves us to saying, what do we love in life? What do we want in life? What are we luring to ourselves? Because here you can look at her as a siren. You can look at her as calling him to his doom, because she has, you have a skull right here. You have her legs being bones and everything like that. It's a very odd picture when it comes to the lovers. But what it also is a sense of, am I calling to what I love because I love it, or because I want to possess it, I want to have it, I want to make it mine? And so often I think we get confused with what love is. Is it ownership, or is it saying, I love you enough that you fly free within your life? You be who you need to be, which are beautiful words to say, but they're very hard actions to live. Have you ever noticed that a lot of people, when they get into relationships, one person becomes dominant over the other, and it can make things seem overwhelming if we're thinking, well, I don't want that to happen to me. Well, following love in the sense of, this is my heart, this is my soul, this is what I desire for myself, means that we both get to be who we are. And there's a sense here of falling in love with life now, falling in love with who we are and what we want and what we desire, and not making another person or even something else, like, this dream that we've had, into an ideal. Like, life will be perfect when I have the perfect house, when I drive the perfect car, when I have the perfect partner, when whatever it is that we're focusing our love, our attention, this will make me happy and joyous, and this will make my life filled with love and contentment. When we take that out of the sphere of our existence and we say, I get to fall in love with who I am, warts and all, struggles and all. I get to start loving me. And I can tell you from personal experience, it's hard. And it's overwhelming at times. And at times we fail at it absolutely miserably. And then other days we start to succeed. And that becomes the pattern in our lives, to try to succeed more than things fall apart, more than having things fall apart. And it moves us to being able to be on this fool's journey, being able to say, I'm leading with my heart, I'm leading with what I love, I'm having the strength to believe in myself, to know what I desire, to know what I need, and to open up that door. I am strong because I am. I am strong because I am showing up for myself. I am strong and moving forward. And as we start to say this to ourselves, as we start to believe it, because so often we've gotten beaten down, and it depends on who we are, what beaten down looks like. It depends on how much we can handle struggle. Not that, and that sounds like, some people are better than others. That's not what Spirit is saying at all. And that's not what psychologically is true. Sometimes we can have one big trauma in our life, and that's it. We find it hard to ever strive again. Whereas other people can have multiple traumas in their lives, and they still, keep on fighting, keep on soldiering on. Well, soldiering on is a bad word for that too, but keep on fighting. And it might be that their coping mechanism is to fight, whereas another person's coping mechanism is to try and heal, try to, make sense of it all, which absolutely makes sense. So here we're going to say, what was my coping mechanism? Did I fight, or did I become overwhelmed with everything that's going on? Has it taken me time to find my fighting spirit, to be able to say, I don't care what you think, I don't care if you call me a fool, this is my path, this is what I desire within my life, this is what brings me happiness, contentment, this is what brings me, the steps that I need to take forward, and this is what moves me to the place that I myself need to be. Because we start looking at our dreams inwardly, and we've had to fight for our dreams a lot. That's just going to be a period end of discussion thing. But we're looking at this kind of bird's eye view of the world. Kind of think of it as an out zoom on Google Maps. And as we go deeper, it's like as we hone in, we start to see the rivers that come out of this lake, and we start to see the dreams that come, the pathways that come from this one dream, from this one way forward. And with the 7 of fire, we're going to think, I have to fight for this. People aren't going to understand me, people aren't going to see me, people aren't going to take me seriously. There's some sort of, I have to fight for these dreams that I have, for the way that my heart, my soul, the water that's in me, my blood calls to my destiny. And Spirit's saying, why are you wasting your energy? We might have to fight. Yes, it might be a struggle to get things on paper the way that we want to, or to shoot the video that we want to shoot, or to, go for the job interview that we want to go for, or whatever it is that we're doing. It might take a lot of strength and a lot of internal battle. But don't fight against the world, because what it's going to do is it's going to drain you. It's just going to eat up your energy, and there's always going to be somebody who disapproves, who doesn't like you, and never will. And so acknowledge that, and let us understand that we can't make everybody our friend. There are going to be people also who celebrate us, who say, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. And as soon as we stumble, say, I told you would fail. Like, I knew that you would never be able to do it. And there are also these people who just thought we would be failures, never thought we'd be able to follow our lives to the place that we wanted to be, to the place that we needed to be. And so here with the Three of Cups, that has wounded our hearts. Aquarius, we are sensitive, we are deeply caring, we are deeply connected people. And so to understand that when we are wounded, those wounds go deep. When we are hurt, those hurts go deep. We give people so many chances. We try so hard. And this is going to be a time that we need to acknowledge that. Now you might be saying, I know an Aquarius and they didn't try hard. Well, it depends on where they are in their journey. It depends if they're a positive Aquarius or if they're a negative Aquarius. So here, just be mindful. Just be mindful that not everybody celebrates us. Not everybody wants us to succeed. And part of our journey is to acknowledge the anger of others, or the discontent, the hurt, the curse almost that they gave us, the sense of I've spoken negativity over you, which is what a curse is. I've spoken negativity over you, and I have given you my traumas and my dramas to make your own, to have you deal with. And now it's time to say, I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm connecting with the people who truly celebrate me. I'm connecting with my spirit guides. I'm connecting with my angels. I'm connecting with my path forward, and I get to be celebrated, and I get to have things illuminated softly, gently, kindly, but with all the shadows and all the darkness revealed. And it moves us to the Six of Pentacles. We're going to have to balance this out. We're going to have to come to this understanding. And as we start to balance it out, we see what's fair and what isn't fair. We see where we have always been giving or where we have always been taking. And then we start to find the harmony within ourselves. It brings us to the Nine of Swords in the public arena. There's going to be the sense of, I can't. I'm overthinking. I'm overanalyzing. I'm not sleeping. I'm, trying to do 500,000 things at once. And the Nine of Swords says, stop it. Stop it right now. The Nine of Swords says, how can you enjoy the richness and the prosperity and the bounty of what you are going after or what you are trying to achieve if you're always dumping on yourself? If you're always seeing your flaws over your successes. And I have to say, I struggle with this all the time. It's so much easier to call out our flaws. It's so much easier to get mad at ourselves for not being perfect. But Spirit is saying here, let yourself rest. Let yourself be. Stop worrying. You can't change it. Worry isn't going to change it. It's just going to, it's just going to drain you. It's just going to lower your energy vibration and make it harder for you to move forward. It moves us to the Ace of Pentacles. It moves us to prosperity and success and joy and God's source spirit, however we see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of wealth, handing us a gift of a new chapter starting, a new way that we can move towards what we want in life, towards where we desire being in life, towards what we hope and wish for within our lives. And this starts to plant new seeds within us. It's like, oh, well, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can move that way. Take this gift. We're going to be so quick to reject it. We're going to be so quick to say the scales aren't balanced. I can't take this gift. Everything has to be balanced first. It's like, no, take the gift and then work everything out. Take the gift, say thank you, don't question it, and find the harmony within you that comes from this little seed. It could be this thought that pops into our heads. Well, why can't I do this? Or why can't I try that? Or, why not change things up? And all of a sudden, it opens up a new pathway, and it brings us to a new place within our existence that we never thought of going to. That's really how Spirit is showing this. And it brings us to the Lovers. There needs to be this understanding that not everybody will love us. And I know that sounds so trivial to say. Not everybody will love you. Not everybody will understand you. It's like, yes, of course, I understand that. But when we experience it firsthand, it can be devastating. It really can be devastating, especially when our energy is so sensitive, when we are so connected kind of to the cosmos and to the change of the planetary alignments and to the deeper, emotions of ourselves and others. We can feel this quite intensely. And so when Spirit is saying you're moving towards love, they're also saying you're moving towards breaking free of caring what everybody else thinks, breaking free of carrying that burden with you. And so here we start to fall in love with ourselves. We start to find the sacred feminine and sacred aspect and sacred masculine aspect of ourselves and say, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I need. This is what I want, and it doesn't matter how old we are. It doesn't matter how long it's taken us. We start to claim this power, this voice, these insights, these ideas, and it propels us forward in a very real way. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the King of Pentacles. Now, this could be a couple right here, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This could be a couple that's all about money. When you go out to dinner with them, it's like, oh my gosh, do you understand what I just got? Do you understand that he got a promotion? Do you see how great our lives are? And it's like, oh my gosh, hush up type of thing. Distance yourself from these people just for right now. You don't have to not be friends with them at all. But, stay in your energy vibration of, I'm opening up to my new path, because there's an energy around here of, they'll almost shame you into doing something that isn't right, that you don't want to do, in order to almost like keep up with the Joneses, keep up with the Kardashians, that type of energy. So here it's like they would rather have an Hermes bag than they would have, confidence within themselves, or, inner peace or harmony, or anything like abstract like that. So just be mindful of this, because it's going to be a bit ridiculous. Our subconscious chakra energy is family. Our root chakra is coming through here. We're connecting with our family. We're connecting with our past life selves, the parts of us that have made up, who we are today, even if we don't remember it. We're connecting with our, DNA line. We're connecting with cellular memories. We're connecting with the family that we were born into, the family that we made. All these aspects of family are coming in. We're committing to people like they are our family. So just be mindful of this. Things are intense when it comes to emotional connections. Our subconscious rooted message is the moon. It's Pisces energy. If we're born on the cusp with Pisces, or we have Pisces within our chart, it's coming through very powerfully here. But a lot of fears are being illuminated. A lot of fears are coming forward, and they're being called out. And we're going to find our subconscious and conscious self maybe being at odds with each other. How do I move forward this way? How do I get to where it is that I want to be? How do I open up my door? And we can tell ourselves, and we're going to be very good at this during this time, telling ourselves all the reasons why we can't. And Spirit is saying here, yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. It's time to look the fears dead in the eye and say, you don't get to rule me anymore. You've ruled me long enough. And that's what we need to do with fear. Now, we need to do it slowly and gradually. A lot of times, sometimes, people can just jump in, but other times we need to do it slowly and gradually, building up to the sense of, I am owning my life. I am moving myself forward. It moves us to our subconscious inner self. And we have here the Nine of Air, the Nine of Swords coming through again, being covered with bees, being covered with fear, being covered with doubt, like feeling overwhelmed. There is this woman on TikTok, Instagram, I don't know where the heck she is. One of my brothers watches her, and she just goes in as calm as can be and moves bees, with her hands, just moves them, has no fear, is on a mission to protect all bees, which is really great, not just honeybees, because we also have wild bees that that pollinate and need to be alive, are very important to our ecosystem and to the plants and wildlife. And she doesn't have any fear, and she goes in and she does what she does. And so Spirit is saying here, if you have that fear, you won't be able to move the bees. You won't be able to move what is being swarmed, like where the fear is honing in on us, if this makes sense. But if we step back from the fear and don't let it become such a visceral part of us, we can find that we can move it. We can find that it doesn't get to define us anymore. It brings us to our subconscious inner self, emotional self. And that's the Four of Cups. Spirit is giving us a gift. God, Source, Spirit, however you see it, however you say it, right, is giving us a gift. Does it seem like a gift? No. It seems like now we have to go climb that tree and get that cup out of it. Like, what the heck is going on here? But also the way I see the Four of Cups bringing this gift is that this is a cup that you would not pick off of a shelf. You can see the fingerprints in it. It's made of clay. You would think, oh, I want one of these golden cups. They're so much better. But Spirit is saying, if you knew who made that cup, if you knew the time and the care that went into that cup, you would always reach for that cup first. There's something here that's coming in that doesn't feel like a gift, but it's definitely going to be a gift, and is definitely going to open the pathways forward. It brings us to our subconscious public arena self, and it's the Queen of Cups. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. There is a sense of falling in love. There's a sense of kindness mattering. Being kind to ourselves, being kind to the world around us, embracing love and harmony, embracing where that river starts and where that river is taking us. It's all about connection. Connection to our inner selves, to our desires, to our wish of being. And that starts to change the game completely. We're much mightier than we think we are. And that's going to be one of the things that we need to take away. Probably the main thing that we need to take away during this time. We are so much more than what we're selling ourselves as. To ourselves as well. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power that is us. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius.